Did you guys get any outside help on the record producing?
We involved a psychic on this record, actually. You know, none of us really believed in tarot card reading until we went into rehearsals.
Carrot card?
No, tarot card.
Carrot's tard.
Actually, the album is produced by a guy called Adrian Bushby.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
But we couldn't decide who to use for the album, so that's why we got the psychic reader in. And yeah, all cards led to Adrian, who it worked out really good, actually. It turns out he's quite good.
And where can we find the wonderful album?
You'll find it in the bottom of most service station bargain bins. And in the back room of HMV stores.
All good record shop.
All good record shops. At the good record shop near you.
Is there a good record shop in Canada? What's the good one?
I don't think there's many chain stores left.
Is it like Best Buy or something? Is that
they don't carry records. I don't think there's any chain. They're mostly individual record stores.
Yeah, well, in that case, all good record stores will.
You'll find record stores everywhere.
Yeah, well, then the good ones will have our album.
Yes, of course.
That's how you judge a record store, actually. Yeah. If they haven't got our album, don't bother looking for anything else. They won't have it.
Our album,
it's not a good place.
Our album, like everything else in the world, is you can find on the internet.
Which has ruined everything for everybody.
It has ruined our lives.
I thought this was going to be. I actually thought this was going to be an interview about the internet and how it's revolutionised the music trade. But when I say revolutionised, I mean destroyed it.
Well, I'll tell you, Spotify just went public, and they're going to start paying you a lot more money because they raised like $1 trillion yesterday.
That's brilliant, because until today, we haven't been able to. I mean, I don't think artists are able to actually negotiate their rate with the streaming companies as you would, for example, with a record company. You'd say, oh, well, I want our royalty to be this much per album, but you can't say that to a streaming giant, and you can't say, I want this much per stream. They tell you how much you get per stream, and you either like it or you lump it. And those are the choices you have. But if they have decided to pay the artists more, then I like it.
Have you gotten some checks in the mail?
I've just invested in my own streaming site, actually. I bought a JCB digger, and I found a piece of land on my property that goes downhill, and I've carved out this kind of like, I suppose, a 6-foot ditch. It's kind of a ditch at the moment, but I'm hoping that momentum will carry the water.
Do you put the CDs at the top of the stream and then allow them to trickle down, or is it our royalties that go and trickle?
No. I've just basically put a hose at the top end, and it's kind of just creating a nice flow of water. And I'm currently making more money than streaming.
Let's assume though that they don't float. The records don't float. Is there still potential?
What we could do is put a wishing well at the top, and then just encourage the local children to put pennies in there, and then watch them come down the stream.
Do you have to be a registered charity to have a well, though?
I don't know. You're not allowed one if you're a registered sex offender. I know that.
You know that?
I know that.
For a fact.
That's reality. You can't have anything.
You had to research that.
You're not allowed anything. Sex offenders shouldn't have wells on their property because that's where they discard evidence.